Imagine a job where your office is a frozen pitching deck in the middle of a 40-foot Bering Sea storm, where the temperature drops to -20, the wind cuts like a knife, and one wrong step means falling into dark, freezing water that will kill you in less than 4 minutes. Welcome to the Alaskan king crab season. A brutal, high-stakes gamble where a single 7-day trip can make a crew $10 million or cost them their lives. Every single year, young men risk everything to come here. But what makes this hunt so incredibly valuable? How do these crews survive the deadliest waters on Earth? And what really happens when a 700-pound steel pot is pulled from the abyss in the middle of an Arctic hurricane? Today, we are going inside America's deadliest hunt. Our journey begins in Dutch Harbor, Alaska, the crabbing capital of the world. Each October, a small fleet of specialized vessels prepares to head out into the Bering Sea. The window of opportunity is incredibly tight. The Alaskan Department of Fish and Game sets a strict quota, or a total allowable catch. Once that quota is reached, the season is over. It's a literal race against time. To catch these deep-sea monsters, fishermen use these massive steel cages known as pots. Each pot weighs close to 700 to 800 pounds empty. When fully loaded with bait, usually a mix of frozen herring, chopped squid and cod, and dropped to the ocean floor, they can trap hundreds of crabs at a time. But getting these pots into the water is where the nightmare begins. On the deck, coordination is everything. The ship is constantly rolling at 30-degree angles. A single 800-pound steel pot swinging out of control can easily crush a man's ribs, snap a leg, or knock a deckhand straight overboard. The deckhands, often called greenhorns if they are new, work in continuous 20-hour shifts. Sleep is a luxury they cannot afford. And then there's the ice. In the freezing sub-zero winds of the Arctic, freezing sea spray hits the boat and instantly turns to ice. This isn't just uncomfortable, it is deadly. As hundreds of pounds of ice build up on the upper decks, the boat becomes top-heavy. If the crew doesn't literally smash the ice off with sledgehammers and bats, the entire ship can capsize and sink within minutes. After letting the pots soak on the ocean floor for 24 to 48 hours, it's time for the payoff. The captain uses GPS and sonar to find the exact spot. The crew throws a hook to catch the buoy line, attaches it to the hydraulic winch, and the pull begins. This is the moment of truth. A blank pot with no crabs means thousands of dollars wasted in fuel and bait, but a full pot is pure gold. Look at that. A single successful pot can hold over 100 legal-sized giant king crabs. At current market prices, a single pot like this can be worth upwards of $5,000 to $10,000. Multiply that by over 100 pots strewn across the ocean, and you can see how the numbers quickly add up to millions. But they can't keep everything. Strict conservation laws mean only male crabs of a specific size can be kept. Females and juveniles must be thrown back immediately. If a boat returns to port with illegal crabs, they face catastrophic fines that can ruin the entire season. Once sorted, the crabs are dropped into massive holding tanks filled with circulating seawater. Here's the catch: the crabs must be kept alive. If the water circulation fails, or if the temperature drops too low and the crabs die in the tank, their meat becomes toxic and completely worthless. A captain could have $1 million worth of crabs in the hold, but if they die before reaching the processing plant, it turns into trash. After days of brutal, sleepless, and freezing work, the boat finally races back to Dutch Harbor. The crew is exhausted, battered, bruised, but alive. When the final count is done, a highly successful 7-day run can pull in a massive gross revenue of millions of dollars. After expenses for fuel, bait, and boat maintenance, a regular deckhand can walk away with $20,000 to $50,000 for just a week's work. The money is legendary, but as every veteran captain will tell you, the Bering Sea always exacts its price. Would you risk your life in freezing storms for a share of a $10 million catch? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon for more epic documentaries. Until next time, keep discovering.